What's going on YouTube world? Austin Zay back here with another YouTube video, and in this video we're going to talk about 30 different ways that you can go out today and find wholesale deals. Now, if you're not familiar with what wholesaling real estate is, I've made a ton of videos on my YouTube channel about wholesaling real estate, but I do encourage you to go watch those videos right now and to familiarize yourself with what wholesaling is. But really quick, before you click off of the video, I'll give you a brief explanation right here about what wholesaling is, and that is essentially where you're getting a property under contract, controlling the contract, therefore controlling the property, and ultimately flipping that piece of paper to an end buyer. You're never actually owning the real estate, you are just controlling it and flipping the paperwork. This is called wholesaling real estate. And you've probably seen a bunch of people on YouTube talking about how you can get into real estate with basically no money down. This is, in my opinion, the best way to get into the real estate industry if you don't have a ton of knowledge, you don't have a ton of experience, or you don't have a ton of money. Obviously, there's a lot of different things that you want to take into consideration when wholesaling real estate, such as how do you find a seller, how do you find a buyer, and how do you obviously connect the dots? How do you actually seamlessly pull off a real estate wholesale deal? And again, I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel that will walk you through step by step how to get a wholesale deal, how to get it under contract, the type of contract that you're going to want to use, and then how to find a cash buyer to flip that contract to. And obviously 1,000 other things that are involved with wholesaling real estate. For this particular video, we're going to talk about 30 different ways that you can actually find a good wholesale deal. I encourage you to stay till the end of the video because I'm going to drop a ton of value and a ton of knowledge. If you've ever thought about getting into wholesaling real estate, or if you're already wholesaling real estate and you just want some other creative ways to find deals. Way number one is BANDIT signs. You've probably all been driving around town and you've seen those BANDIT signs on the corners or the corner of like a freeway. When you get off the freeway, this says, "I'll pay cash for your house," or "We buy houses cash," or "We buy houses quick cash," whatever the case is. A lot of the times these BANDIT signs are yellow or they're white, and there's a bunch of different colors on them, such as maybe blue or red or black. Essentially, they're just saying that they'll pay cash for your property. Now, you've probably seen BANDIT signs working the other direction, saying that they have a property and they're looking for a cash buyer. But for the purpose of this video, we're talking about BANDIT signs in the sense of finding a motivated seller, a property for you to essentially get under contract. There's a number of different things you can write on your BANDIT signs, but I do encourage you to use BANDIT signs in your wholesaling business. BANDIT signs are something that you can keep in the trunk of your car. You can have a hammer and a staple gun, and when you're out and about, and when you're out maybe grocery shopping or running errands, it is as simple as literally pulling over your car and hammering a BANDIT sign into the ground to essentially let everybody know that you're looking for properties. Way number two is attending REIA meetings. Now, a REIA meeting is essentially a real estate investment meeting, and you can look on places like meetup.com or Facebook to find these local meetings. Again, the purpose of going to these meetings are to network with other people, to figure out what is working, to figure out what is not working, and ultimately to find more deals. Again, you can go on places like meetup.com, or you can look in different Facebook groups across the Facebook platform to find local meetings near you where people are sharing tips, tricks, and knowledge on getting wholesale deals. Way number three is to call expired listings. Now, a lot of people do this in traditional real estate, so if you're a real estate agent, you're probably familiar with what I'm talking about. I encourage you, rather than to call the expired listings from an agent perspective, which is what most people are doing, to call them and to give them a cash offer. Ask them why their property didn't sell on the open market with a real estate agent and see if they're interested in selling, and if they still are interested in selling, offer them a cash offer. Again, this will take them by surprise because most people are calling expired listings because they want to get another listing. Way number four is to start a direct mail campaign. Now, there's a lot of people out there talking about whether direct mail works, whether it doesn't work, if it's old school, and essentially, I'm here to tell you that direct mail will always work. It is a form of marketing, and it is one of those forms of marketing that you probably have to do a little bit more consistently than other types of marketing in order for you to see a result. Essentially, a direct mail piece is normally just a postcard about this big by about that big, and typically it's a yellow postcard that you get in the mail saying something along the lines of, "We're looking to buy properties in your area, are you looking to sell?" These work very well to send to a number of different data sources, but essentially anybody that you send this to could be a potential candidate to sell their property. Number 5 is to start a partnership, to essentially get a partner in your real estate business that is working simultaneously as hard as you're working in order to generate new deals. So if you're out doing direct mail, or maybe you're doing bandit signs, or maybe you're door knocking, or whatever the case is, your partner is simultaneously out there doing the same thing in order to get deals. Now, obviously there's a ton of other benefits as it pertains to having a partner in any business for that matter, but I'm telling you right now that if you do not have a partner in your wholesaling business, I encourage you to go find a partner that will help you find good deals. And ultimately, over a long enough period of time, that partner is going to be able to help you actually scale and build your company to a multiple 6 or 7-figure business inside of the real estate wholesaling community. Way number 6 is real estate auctions. Go online and figure out where your local real estate auction takes place in your area. Show up at the auction and go ahead and network with other people to figure out if maybe you can partner with them on deals. There's a bunch of different things that you can do at an auction, such as just gather data and figure out what other people are doing, where they're bidding on properties, where people need their properties priced at. You can meet buyers, and there's a ton of different things that will benefit you by going to the auction. But again, you will find deals just by networking, right? By getting out and by talking to other people, by meeting other people, by kind of immersing yourself in the wholesaling community. Number 7 is to get testimonials from sellers. So if you've done a couple of deals, ask those sellers to give you a testimonial. And I know you're probably thinking like, Austin, I'm buying their house for cash, and at the end of the day, I bought it at a discount, and I don't know who's gonna give me a testimonial when I'm purchasing a property at a discount. But again, you are solving a problem. So if you're solving a problem for somebody else, they should give you a testimonial. If you're not able to get testimonials, you're probably not solving the problems at the level that you need to solve them on. I encourage you to be able to solve problems at a level that anybody would give you a testimonial for. Again, testimonials are like a third-party endorsement or third-party credibility, and they will ultimately allow you to do more deals because you're going to be able to show more sellers in the future that you were able to solve other people's problems in the past. Number 8 is to start a podcast. Starting a podcast will force other people to watch and pay attention to you because you're providing value to the community. And maybe other wholesalers bring you deals, maybe you can JV deals, and ultimately, it's never a bad idea to get your name out there, right? You might get some referrals or things of that nature. Number 9 is to make self-help videos. So pretty much making videos just like this. And I know you're like, Austin, I'm not good in front of the camera. I'm not good on the computer. I have no idea how to do YouTube. I don't know how to do Instagram. I'm not really that good with Facebook or LinkedIn or Snapchat or TikTok. And I'm here to encourage you to, if you just turn on the camera and film, you can even take your cell phone and just go ahead and film a video, right? Providing value. At the end of the day, you most likely know something that somebody else doesn't know, and by you providing value to the community and to the marketplace, again, you are attracting deals into your life. So stop letting your excuses get the best of you and just take action. Number 10 is garage sales. Remember that when people are having a yard or a garage sale, 99% of the time it is because they are about to move and they're trying to declutter and to get rid of junk. So I will wake up on a Saturday or a Sunday morning and I will go drive around my local area to find garage sales. I will then stop and I will proceed to ask the people that are hosting the garage sale if they are selling their property. if they are selling their property, I will ask them if they're interested in a cash offer. This is a phenomenal way to go ahead and lock up deals from motivated sellers, right? People that are interested and need to sell right away. Number 11 is to create an affiliate marketing program for your friends and your family. Let your friends and your family know that by going out and spreading the word that you purchase properties all cash, that you'll pay them, right? You'll take care of them. You'll give them a gift card. You'll do something for them, right? You'll take them out and you'll buy them a drink, or you take them out to the movie theater, okay? Again, you want your friends and your family to go to their workplaces and to be able to spread the word that you buy properties, right? And then you want to be able to incentivize them for being able to go out and actually do that. Number 12 is to use business cards. When you're out and about, you should always be passing out a business card, letting people know that you purchase properties all cash. Again, you can take business cards to your local barbershop, to your local grocery store, or to other places like a laundromat or things of that nature. And normally they'll have like a bulletin board, and that is a place where you can put your business card on the bulletin board for people to be able to see that you're a local person that basically solves a problem. There's all types of people advertising in this way, such as pool companies and lawn mowing companies and all sorts of different things that you could possibly imagine, and you should have your business card up there as well. Number 13 is to partner with a local handyman. Again, this goes back to similar to the affiliate marketing, and that is essentially just telling a local handyman, hey, when you're out fixing up people's properties, make sure you let me know if they mention anything about selling their property, right? And you want to let that handyman know that you're going to pay him a referral fee for everybody that he refers to you to buy their property. Again, this is just networking, right? Networking 101. If you're wholesaling real estate and you're not networking at every opportunity that you get, ultimately you are doing the business wrong, right? I mean, for that matter, I think any business you should be out there networking, but especially in the real estate industry. Number 14 is to create a website, okay? You want your website to be everywhere, right? You want it to be on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on your YouTube, on all of your social media platforms. And ideally, in a perfect world, you would SEO the website and you would get it ranked on Google to where maybe you even do some pay-per-click and things of that nature. But nonetheless, you do want a good quality website. Now again, this will even be good for a lot of the other things that we've been talking about. You know, maybe somebody wants to go and search your website to make sure you are a legitimate company, right? Ultimately, you want some place for them to be able to go, even if it is a templated website that is not that crazy or anything like that. Number 15 is to use door hangers. Now, I know that this is a very old school way of doing things, but again, if you're out door knocking and you're out talking to people and you don't actually get a hold of anybody or nobody answers the door, a phenomenal way to let them know that you were there is to hang something on their door handle, letting them know that you're interested in buying their property for all cash, and obviously letting them know what you have to offer. Number 16 is to use ads, local ads, to target sellers. Now, a lot of people do this in traditional real estate, and I encourage you to do it in wholesaling real estate. It's super simple. You don't have to be a Facebook or an Instagram expert to run a simple ad. You can literally post a picture saying that you buy properties for all cash and then target local homeowners and spend maybe $10 to $20 a day to go ahead and get them to reach out to you, letting you know that they're interested in selling their property. Number 17 is to ask for referrals. A lot of people, they are not asking for referrals. You need to be asking your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your friends, people that you've done business with in the past. You need to ask every single person for a referral. Hey, refer me to somebody that's interested in selling their property, right? I mean, at the end of the day, referrals are everything, right? Word of mouth is huge, and there's not enough people spreading word of mouth. Number 18 is to leverage networking events. Now, I know that we talked about networking a little while ago, but I just want to encourage you to network with everybody, right? This doesn't necessarily have to be a real estate event or a RIA meeting. This can be any type of event at all, right? So just understand there's a lot of events going on in your local area that you could be going to network with people, to let them know that you buy properties for cash and that they should send you their leads, right? Or that maybe they even have a property that they're interested in selling themselves. So understand that you could go to a fashion show, you could go to a car event, you could go to any type of networking event and ultimately get deals by literally just networking with other people. Number 19 is to network with people that are driving for dollars. Now, what do I mean by that? Here's what I mean. There's a lot of people out there that their job actually entails driving around for a living, such as a pizza delivery man, a Postmates driver, or even an Uber Eats driver. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pitch them on the idea of getting them a Driving for Dollars app, something along the lines of Deal Machine, which I have a link in the description below. You're gonna have them, while they're out and about, putting distressed properties into the app, which will enable you to reach out to the sellers to see if they wanna sell. Again, you can compensate these people when you get closed deals. Number 20 is to form a partnership with an attorney. Now, partnerships are obviously very big. It is essentially B2B business, which is a very good way to do business at the end of the day. It's a referral. And partnerships with attorneys are extremely good because they're constantly coming across people that are interested in selling. Maybe they're getting a divorce, maybe it's a divorce attorney, maybe it's a probate attorney, whatever kind of attorney it is. You know, these are people that are constantly coming across people that need to sell their property for cash. And they can ultimately refer you to actually be able to solve that problem for the seller. Number 21 is to leverage brand ambassadors via social media, right? Reach out to other influencers on social media and say, hey, would you mind posting a story asking people if they're interested in selling their property? And ultimately, again, you can get them paid, right? This is essentially affiliate marketing, but you're actually leveraging influencers on social media, such as platforms like Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, to obviously promote your business. And maybe they're an influencer in a local city or town that you live in, right? At the end of the day, again, it just goes back to networking. It goes back to getting out there and getting your message to other people, right? People that might not already know who you are. Number 22 is to take advantage of CRAIGSLIST. There's so many sellers out there that post their property as a for sale by owner on Craigslist. And I encourage you to log on to Craigslist every single day and to ask sellers if they're interested in receiving an all cash offer. Many times, the reason that sellers post on Craigslist or platforms like Craigslist is because they do not want to be represented by a real estate agent. Therefore, they think that they can sell their property all by themselves with no representation. And many times it just doesn't end up working out, obviously, for the seller. So you should be reaching out to them, asking them if you can help them and obviously solve their problem. Which leads me to number 23, and that is to contact all for sale by owner listings. So obviously we just talked about Craigslist, but you could also use Trulia and Zillow and Realtor.com and any other websites where people could be listing their properties for sale by owner. Again, this might even include driving around and looking for signs in people's front yards where people are saying that they have a property that is for sale by owner. And then obviously picking up the phone, giving them a call and saying, hey, I'm a local investor looking to pay cash for properties. If that's something that you're interested in, I'd love to make you a cash offer. 24 is to advertise on the radio. Now, this is kind of an interesting one, but again, the radio is still something that a lot of people listen to, right? So if you can find somebody that would be able to get you an ad on the radio, is a phenomenal place to say, hey, my name's Austin, I'm looking to buy properties for cash in the area, and ultimately go ahead and give me a call at whatever phone number it is that you want people to call you on. Again, radio ads are a phenomenal way to go ahead and get your name out there, to get your brand out there, and to tell the world that you are buying properties for cash. 25 is to optimize your website, okay? That is SEO, and essentially what that is it's actually ranking your website to the top of Google. It's called search engine optimization, and you might have a website, but at the end of the day, if nobody can find your website, then what good does it do? Right? So once you have a website, find somebody that can optimize that for you and get that ranked at the top of Google. So when people type in certain keywords on Google, your website ultimately pops up first. Number 26 is to follow up on all old leads. So many people in the real estate wholesaling industry are not following up. And I'm here to tell you that on average, you'll get a deal on your 5th to 7th phone call. So if you're not following up with old leads, then ultimately you're leaving a lot of money on the table. There's a lot of deals probably falling through the cracks, and you need to pick up your phone, go to your CRM or wherever you're taking track of all of your leads, and follow up with everybody that at one point was interested in selling their house, but for whatever reason, it never ended up working at that particular time, and see if it's something that they're still interested in. Number 27 is to implement text message marketing, okay? You're gonna pull a list of sellers and you're going to text every single one of them. There's a bunch of different text services out there that you can mass text people so you're not sitting there one at a time texting a bunch of different people. This is a phenomenal way to actually get sellers to be interested in selling their property, because at the end of the day, a text message is something that's a lot easier to reply to than answering a phone call. And we kind of live in a world where people will reply much quicker and are way more willing to reply to a text message than potentially answering a phone call. Number 28 is to start a referral program, right? Get out there. Again, it goes back to networking. Start a referral program. Make it known that you pay money when people bring you a lead or a person that is interested in selling, right? Give them a couple $100, give them $500, give them $1,000, but ultimately start a referral program so that anybody and everybody that you come in contact with, including your family, your friends, your colleagues, your coworkers, anybody at all, knows that if they hear about somebody that's interested in selling, they refer you to that person and you will pay them every single time you close a deal. Number 29 is to partner up with other wholesalers, right? Ultimately, you want to find other wholesalers that have deals that are maybe newer to the industry, that don't have a lot of buyers, and you bring a buyer to the table, they bring the seller to the table, and you do what they call a joint venture agreement to obviously close that deal. This is a phenomenal way if you're new to the business where you can build a buyer's list and you can ultimately sell other people's deals. And at the end of the day, you're only putting like 50% of the work in here. So to make 50% of the money with 50% of the work is not really a bad gig. So get out there and make that one happen. And number 30, just to kind of wrap it up, is to get out there and drive for dollars, door knock, cold call, and just do kind of anything and everything that you can think of to get in front of people. And at the end of the day, wholesaling is a people business. And if you're not getting in front of people and talking to people every single day, then you're not going to succeed in this business. So think about it, right? Like right now, literally write on a piece of paper, how many different ways are there to get in front of people? I'm sure there's literally 100 things that I didn't talk about in this video that you can do to talk to more people, to get out there and to spread the message that you buy properties for cash, and ultimately you provide a solution that not everybody's providing, right? A real estate agent might not be providing it, and other people in the industry might not be providing the solution that you're able to provide. So talk to every single person that you can talk to and get out there and just make it happen. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. 30 ways to get a wholesale deal under contract. I apologize, I'm a bit sick right now, but bear with me, and I look forward to bringing a ton more content to my YouTube audience and to you. Drop in the comment section down below what you would like to see in a future video. I'd be happy to make it for you. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and smash that like button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.